Okay, another video here. This one is going to be used right away. So in Trillium, we're going to do this with our heads soon, this week actually, we're going to be giving out the course request tallies. And that's, again, you give that to the, or at least the way we do it at Pope, we give it out to the heads. The heads sort of look at that and say, okay, based on this, how many sections do I think I need for them to run, for it to run properly? So again, you go into course request tally in Trillium, you run the tally. This is for next year for us. Go to print, save as. We're going to go to Excel, copy it. Now there's a few steps here you want to get. So I'm just going to call this course request tally 3. I've done a few tests here. So it's going to be there. Cancel that. Go in, the issue is you can't just go in and upload it because it doesn't recognize this file. So what you want to do is go into your desktop and I'll find course request tally 3, and it'll come up looking like this, and it says it's not, editing is not allowed. So I don't know why, it's just a version that they do for Trillium. So what I do is I will just, if you click on this top left-hand corner, highlights the whole thing, copy the whole thing, create a new blank workbook in which you paste the whole thing. Now I'm just going to call this on my desktop course request tally 3. Do I want to replace it? Yes. And now I'm good. Now I go into my Google Docs, that same scheduling folder perhaps, and I'm going to upload a file. And I'm going to find that course request tally 3, which is right there. I think that's the one. Yeah. And it will come up, and you'll notice that it, again, gets to that point. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to convert this to a sheet, I'm going to open with Google Sheets. And it'll take a second. Now it converts it. Now you'll notice when we go back here, there's a Google request, which is an Excel file, sorry, and a Sheets. You can get rid of that Excel file. I do. I just want to work on the Sheets. Now we have all this information. What do you get rid of? What I was noticing as I was working through some of it, there's some issues with some fields. So again, I don't understand a lot of what Trillium does. I never use any of this. I don't know why you would, if you needed any of these flags for grades and things like that. But to make it simple, I'm going to delete all of it. And then I'm going to keep the second column. I'm going to delete the first column because that actually has some issues. I don't need package. And then I'm going to delete semester. I'm going to call this, well, this is leave it for a little bit of spacing now. So we can get this out. We can do requests, code, just to clean it up a little bit. And now you can give this to your department heads, but maybe we can clean it up even a little bit more. So really, one of the things that we've done is to ease into it and let the heads make it a little bit easier, is they can put sections requested. So basically what they say is, well, I have 82 kids for taking this course. How many sections do I think that requires? And then to make it a little bit easier, I'll put over here average per section. And to do that, this is a pretty simple equation. You can use an equation in here. So if you go in here and you're just going to put up in here, if this is going to, this field will equal C2 divided by D2. And what that's saying is this will be the average of, you know, if you take this and the average number per students in each section. And it'll show that little divided thing there. So if I was to say I want to put 2 sections, you'll notice now it'll say 41. If I was to change that to 3, it's 27.3 in each section. Now you're going to say, well, I don't want to do that for every single one, but you'll notice that whatever equation you put in here, if you see that little dot down here, if you take this and just drag it all to the bottom. We have a whole bunch of sections in here. A lot of which I'll get rid of, but we can just do this for now. It copies that equation into every single one, but it copies it for the for that column. So it doesn't do, you know, C2, it'll do C3. So now for 48, if I change that to 2, 24 sections. So this way it allows the head, as they're doing it, to show how many will that equal. That'll be, so if they make a mistake in judgment, they'll say, well, that'll be over cap, or that'll be too small. We kind of say anything with less than 16 kids in it doesn't even get a look. So we can do it that way. The other thing that I plan on doing is to separate them, obviously, by department. So what I would do here is that this is basically the arts, and there's a few other ones that are added in there, but I'm gonna, if I was to go in here and take out all of the business and cut it, and then I go down here, I'm gonna add a sheet, because I wanna have a different sheet for each department. I'll just copy that in. Oh, sorry, let me just do that again. Something mixed up there. Let's just do it this way then. Cut, paste. That was what I did. And then we can, you know, we can insert in that top column. We can insert to course requests, section requests, and average per section. And again, hopefully this works. Yeah, you know, so, and then what you can do is just change each of the, just rename those sheets. This will be business. And then I could go back and I would just go through each department and clip out, cut and paste. I'll do it one more time. So I'll go and cut all of my, now there's a few in there that I'm gonna have to clean up because there's co-op in there too. Let's just, for the sake of argument right now, take all the C's, cut those out, start a new one, paste those in, and now I'm going to call this sheet, oh, I should have done that, Canadian World Studies, if I want to just keep order. And now this is Canadian World Studies, and I would change the titles. And I would just go through that. And again, this is a great thing. I can give this all to the heads. They can look at the section requests, and they can do what they need to do, and it's going to be real-time updated for us, so everybody's looking at the same document. We can see that, and then we can do what we need to do on our end, and we can take it to LSAC and look at that, and that's how we do it. So just a little thought possibility for you.